Today we're going to talk about house hunting tips to find the perfect house for you. Welcome to my channel. This is Reyna Fullerton. I'm a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas. I post new videos every week. If this is your first time around, consider subscribing to my channel. That way you will be notified every time that I post a new video. So you got your pre-approval. It's time to go house hunting. I'm gonna give you a few tips that you need to consider in order to be organized and effective. First things first, everybody has to be on the same page. Sit down the family and everybody that is gonna be a decision maker in this process and make a list of your must-haves. Is it a one-story? Or is it a two-story? Are you okay with older homes? Do you want to be on an HOA community? Do you need a garage? All these things are things that are very important and have to be decided from the get-go. You'll be surprised how many times I ask this question and I'll get answers all over the place. One of the family members want to be on the north side and the other one on the south side. So it's kind of hard to get a really happy medium. Be flexible. We don't have to be like Mrs. Incredible. However, most of the houses are not gonna check all the boxes. So you have to be open-minded. One thing to consider if you have kids that go to school is the proximity to the school of your preference. If you want to go to a specific school district, then that gives you a broader area to look from. If you want to go to a specific school, then that narrows it down. You have to let your agent know. We have the ability to send you homes based on the specific school. Your payment cap. For example, if you're qualified for $450, it doesn't mean necessarily that you feel comfortable with a payment for that amount. Get with your loan officer and ask them to give you different scenarios to define how much your payment is going to be for $350, $300, $200, $250, and also how much you will have to come out of pocket. That way you can make a decision and know what you have to work with. For instance, you may feel comfortable with a payment of $250. However, you see a house that is for $300, you know that you qualify for, and you know what your payment is gonna be. If you love it so much, you may say, it's okay. I'm okay with paying a little bit more, but it hits all the boxes on my must-have list. That's why it's important to know this from the beginning. That way you have options. Again, be flexible and open with your criteria. Do not be so strict. The more open that you are with that criteria, the bigger pool of houses that you're gonna have available for you. I always tell my clients, no matter what your criteria is, as soon as you walk into that right house, you will know this is the house. It doesn't matter what your criteria was. It may check only a few boxes on your criteria, but you will know this is the perfect house. So be open. Do not just discard some houses because they do not meet everything in your criteria. Look at the pictures and see how you feel about it. Another tip, when you guys are out looking at houses, make sure to bring a piece of paper and write the address and what you like about the house and what you don't like about the house. Also, make sure to rate them from 1 to 10. That's what I always tell my clients. 10 means that you like it a lot. That way you will remember. After you see 5 or 6 houses, it will be hard for you to remember which house was which. In regards to commute, make sure to identify what's important to you. Do you want to be closer to work? That way you can spend more time with family. Do you want to be closer to the school? That way your kids are within walking distance from the school. That's something that only you will have an answer for. After you made your must-have list, make sure that you identify 2 or 3 items that are non-negotiable from that list. Everything else could change. Be open. That will give you some flexibility and will give you access to a bigger pool of houses. Do you want to go brand new home or resale? With brand new homes, you're going to get homes that are going to need less maintenance. Everything is new and will come with a warranty. The seller will probably help you with seller contribution and you will not have any appraisal issues because all the homes are pretty much the same and they're going to appraise with no problem. With resale homes, you're probably going to get homes that are gonna need a little bit more maintenance. You're gonna probably have to negotiate some seller contributions if you need some. However, they are on the more established neighborhoods. The decision is yours again. This is a big purchase, so sit down and think, what is that you want? Buying a house is a long-term commitment. Majority of my buyers make the statement that they want this to be their forever home. Guess what? Statistics show the average homeowner will live in a house between 3 to 7 to 10 years. So think within those terms. What do you want to do? Do you want to grow into the house, or are you going to upgrade within 3 to 7 years? So keep that in mind whenever you are making your must-have list. I hope you find these tips useful and that you keep them in mind whenever you go house hunting. If you're thinking about buying a home here in Houston or anywhere in Texas, we would love to help you out. You can click on the link below and me or someone on my team will contact you shortly. If you're thinking about buying anywhere in the States, I can help you out too. I can reach out to local agents in your area and interview them for you and make sure that they are experienced on your specific situation. If you find these house hunting tips were interesting and you learned something new, consider subscribing to my channel. That way you will be notified every time that I post a new video. See you guys next week.